Okay, this video is called Another Problem with Olive Oil. If you haven't seen it yet, over at VegSource, Jeff Nelson and myself did a discussion, sort of a rebuttal of the Garth Davis, Rip Esselstyn debate about olive oil. I'll put the link in the description below. And we went through most of the problems with olive oil, and it's a joke. You don't want one drop of it. It's junk food. It's a terrible thing. It's very bad for your health. All this promotion of it is just because it's $1 billion commercial item. Okay, but there was an additional thing I forgot to mention during that discussion of olive oil, and here it is. We're going to talk about advanced glycation end products. These are chemicals that can bind to your proteins and make them dysfunctional. There's two sets of advanced glycation end products. They're usually abbreviated AGEs. There are the ones produced in your body by diabetes, for example, or hyperglycemia, high blood glucose levels. But there's also, and those are called endogenous, produced by the body, but there's also exogenous, from external, from our diet. And in general, high-fat foods tend to have a lot of them. And a lot of high protein foods, so your meats, for example, foods that are fried. Let me just show you some numbers here to get a sense of how bad olive oil is. You're going to be surprised at what a disaster all those oils are. Okay, here's an apple, about 13, a banana about 9, so that's pretty common for fruits, about 10 in a serving of one of the fruits, and veggies, it's usually around 10, might get as high as, 40 or something, big deal. Oatmeal, it's about 13, okay. Pasta's a little higher, 240, okay. Still not that bad. Rice about 9, potatoes 17. Okay, so you're in the single or double digits. Pretty low numbers. All right, now let me show you what some of these other foods are like. Okay. Almonds are bad. Nuts, 5,500. Almonds, 6,000. Okay, when you're in the thousands, that's bad. Nuts are for chumps. I've talked about nuts before and what a joke they are. Because I know they get hyped a lot and everybody's like, oh, nuts are so good. Yeah, right. They're just a profitable BS food. Don't get me wrong. Nuts are one of the better fats, but they're totally overrated. They're super fat, they're acidic, etc. Okay, so now, though, here's what I want to get to. Here's the funny stuff. And oh, by the way, well, actually, I don't want to talk about sunflower seeds are real bad, too. Super high in AGEs. But walnuts, look at this. Roasted walnuts, 7,800. Now, here's oil. Canola oil, 9,000. Now, here's the funny one. Olive oil, including, look at this, cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil, 10,000 advanced glycation end products per serving, just 5 milliliters. So a tiny, tiny little amount, 5 milliliters, has over 10,000 advanced glycation end products. And some of the dietary ones, this is not good for your health. So anyways, I just thought that was kind of funny.